Yo yo yo, what is up guys? So welcome back to another video on F123 for today. So just doing open lobbies in the background as always, just doing it for fun, so please don't hate me on that. I'm just doing it for fun, so at least I can enjoy myself a little bit on open lobbies and all that. So yeah, so off we go at Qatar. At night time this time. All you gotta do is spin on realistic. And then it goes to nighttime by itself instead of doing it midnight. My mistake, so I made a mistake there. And if it's during the day, like Spa, well, that'll be later on in the vidno. Make sure you stay tuned for that. That'll be afternoon or something. So if I've been on realistic, I didn't realise I didn't know you can do that at the time, but I do now. It's quite cool actually. So it's been there for a couple of games now, so it's not a bad thing actually. Nah. Or something like that. So yeah, so this did Ostia in the previous video. Make sure you check that out. That'll be at the end of the video. And of course, I'll put it in the link description as well, so you can check out round 4 at the Red Bull Ring at Ostia. That was the 4th round in ANL. Yeah, it's not too bad, but I'm okay with it. But the video's okay, but at least this is not bad to watch. Yeah, so if you haven't seen it, it's there, but if you have seen it, you know why. Like myself. All that. So coming towards the end of that one, down this long main straight. Not far from the leaders, but I'm just taking my time on the battery, because battery is so powerful. And if you have more downforce, you waste battery. It's best to have no downforce if you want ERS so badly, but it's literally impossible, because if you got like through the corners like this, or maybe Silverstone or something, or maybe the other tracks have downforce, it's better we have downforce. I know no downforce is not bad with the ERS, but it's just literally can't get the car turning. Coming towards this bit, those two got tangled each other. So that puts me into P1, so thank you very much. I'll take that all day. I'll take the lead, and let's hope we get a nice, comfortable victory from there. So yeah, it's very difficult sometimes with the EOS, but I'm trying to save as much as I can on that one, because there's literally no point if you're at the back of the grid, or sometimes in the middle. Because it's going to get tangled, it's going to get carnage anyway, so I might just save my EOS a little bit and wait till there's like a gap or something. Like if there's a second gap, I'll use it a little bit on the exit, like this corner right here. Using it a little bit, not too much, because I need to save it for the next snap, and then save it a lap later. So that's why I haven't used it. That's why I don't use it that much in a race. If it's like a 3-lap sprint, if it's 3 laps, yes, I would have used it on that main straight straight away. And cutting this bit here a tiny bit and be alright. So yeah, when I was doing this race, and well, this one looks quite easy, well, because of what happened at the start for the first 2 laps. Made it through the field nicely, and I drove really well in this one. And also, I get purple and purple each time. I mean, I wasn't expecting to get purple and purple. Well, I had the fast lap at the moment. But by the time I got to like the end lap 3 and cutting the last lap as well, you'll see that later on, I've gone a bit faster and faster each time. And then around Spa, I think my driving wasn't too bad. And then I was driving at my best around Spa. I think that's... And Qatar was kind of okay, but I say Spa was... It wasn't a bad driving, but it feels like I'm driving at my best around Qatar, and then Spa was kind of a good drive. Best performance out of it. So I managed to do really well, and still managed to get a good result from what I'm doing 2 races right now. You'll see later on. So I managed to go faster again, so I am definitely the quickest guy on track. So because of the ERS, because about 50% of the ERS remaining, the time I got to the end of lap 3. Or first sector, actually. Still on 50% right now. Well, about 50% at this stage. So I'm trying to save a little bit as much as I can, so in case I need it. I only use it if I need to, or if I had a poor exit, I'll use it a tiny bit. Or if I use it a little bit sometimes, if I need to. Yeah, so I was feeling good in this race, and killing Spa as well. I was feeling alright. So you'll see later on what happened. Yeah, I'm just trying to do everything I can and make sure I don't get penalties, because look, everyone in the top 5 is got penalties, including myself. I already had a warning, and I think I had a warning in this race. I'm not sure. I think I had a warning on that one, and that was it. So I think that's only the warning I had. So looking progress on the penalty side. I managed to clear away from the McLaren a little bit through there. It's not because of the straight line speed, it's because I have a bit of EOS left. So, because I need, if you go under 10%, you just don't have the speed down the straight. So that's the worst thing to happen. I'm definitely cleared away from the McLaren in P2, so I think it has no EOS left, or maybe he just made a couple mistakes on that lap. I don't know, on that last lap. I don't know, something like that. So I'm just trying to get through here nicely without getting any warnings, and use a little bit of EOS here just to, well, just go through this triple right-handers, flat out through there, flat out through that. It feels nice through there. Well, I did change a little bit. I did change a little bit on the setup side, not just the brake bars and all that. It's just the wings. I think I changed. I did change the wings. I did change the wings a tiny bit, and it felt really good in this one. It felt really nice through there for once. So I managed when we went Qatar again. So I always win at Qatar. So this is actually, I always keep winning at Qatar. I don't know why on this new track. I don't know why. I think maybe I'm just really good at winning at Qatar. I don't know. I'm still on the... It feels like I'm not sure I'm making a streak at Qatar, but I don't know. Maybe one day... I didn't do a lead race around Qatar. Of course, I had karting that day, so that's why I had to miss it in A&L for that. So yeah, so let's move on to the next race at Spa. I think I'm at the back in this one. No, 17th. So I'm at 17th, almost at the back. So this one was, I was driving at my best. No, I think I was driving really well in that race. And in the Qatar, I was driving really good. I meant to say, around Qatar, I was driving good, and it felt nice with the setup, and also around Qatar, I was driving really good. This one, around Spa, I was driving at my best. And also performance at my best. That's what I meant to say. I've got it mixed up a little bit, so my apologies for that. Maybe for you guys as well. So I managed to get from last 17 to P6 in Sector 1, so it's not too bad. We'll make that P5 because someone spun. So I'm in the top 5 already. The leader is just right there in front of me at the next corner. You can see it on the screen. I can see the leader, so I'm not that far away. So I am making progress with that. And then you got this Ferrari who got tangled with the Aston Martin. That puts me into P4. I'm struggling behind, and then I've got these two going very slowly. Well, the Aston Martin almost got me into a tangled, but it's fine. And then he went a bit wide, so I went... Well, I tried to give him space, but he just went into me somehow. So I decided to, well, nothing I could do about it. So, right behind this Red Bull, I might... Well, I'm saving my EOS a little bit, just because I know it's a long lap and also EOS is so important. He decided to go into pit lane because he's got a drive-through. So that puts me into P2. Easy, well, not too bad at all. 2 seconds up the road from the leader. Well, I mean, when I was trying to catch him on that too, I just realised he's a fast driver. So I didn't know he was a fast driver. I thought he was just a normal driver, but turns out he's really. It turns out he's very quick. He has the same pace. He has a similar pace to me. And all that. So so many EOS on this Camel Straight. Well, I did use a little bit up the Charouche, just get a good top speed. It feels like this track. It feels like every time I do Spa, I normally get the setup really well around Spa. Sometimes. I know it's best to have no wings around Spa, so because you get, it's not because of Sector 1 and Sector 3, you get good straight line speed, and EOS is kind of not a bad thing as well. You do have this middle sector, you do need a tiny bit of downforce. You do need a bit of downforce, but you do need a bit of downforce through middle sector, but not too much. Just need a tiny bit through there, and then just need a tiny bit of downforce, and then you should be alright. I mean, that's why Spa is a very good track, so that's why I really like Spa for this game. I'm definitely catching the leader over a second now, but I do have the straight. Well, I'm going much faster in the straight 9. Definitely catching him on the straight, but I'm trying to get into his DRS, but it's just. I think he saved a bit more ERS than I do, so that's why it's so tricky. And then I realised, I set the fastest time. I realised he had a bit more ERS than I have, so because he was leading at the end of Nat 1, so maybe he was saving a little bit. And then I realised he was using a little bit later on in the race, and I was trying to save as much as I can. Apart from going up the Charouche, because I need a bit of EOS there. If you look at the map now, me and the leader were like miles away from P3 and the others. So that's why me and the leader were driving at our best. Driving as fast as we can. And we were just going faster and faster each time. And we were just quitting away from the rest of the field. So, well, it's my best performance so far. On this race so far. It's my best driving so far. Including my best performance, best driving as well in this vid mode. My best driving so far, actually, since the game came out. So, it feels like I understand the wings in orbit. It feels like I need more. I understand in orbit now. Just need more wings. The more wings, the better through the corners. And when I did Spain, it feels like no downforce is not the way to go. But you need more wings around Spain, so I mean, it is true though. I mean, I tested it with, well, I'd say about, not no wings, but I think I did about 30 and 28 wings one time to test it out. It turns out I didn't have the pace, so it turns out more wings the better. So the problem is about more wings is you lose EOS, so it's very difficult to save around Spain because it's literally impossible to use it. It feels like I'm doing a no EOS challenge or something around Spain, so if it was raining, it's fine, but if it rains to dry, it should be okay, but if there's a safe car, that's fine as well, because EOS stays up anyway, up to 100, by the time we get to the start of the race, start on the restart and all that. But if it's like a 50% race, or maybe a 25% race, or 35, if you're not using EOS, but it goes to less than 10%, so you should be okay in a 35% race, because it won't go to less than 10%, but it just go like 20% maybe, I don't know, something like that. Time at the end of the race. You don't even press it once yet, or something, I don't know. Yeah, that happened around Spain in the social race. Didn't have the pace, but if you had more wings, I didn't do too bad that time around compared to the social race, but disappointed about the connection though. So, I mean, that's why I didn't do a fit node on you. That's why I didn't upload it on that fit node for round 3. But I do apologise for that. But I think I always said it before. But I did show you Austria though, so and kind of an update thing. Qatar miss. I did do Bahrain. It wasn't a bad first round. Not too bad. Next race is at Silverstone. That's a week away. So that's for round 5. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do this season. But it's just very difficult on a Thursday sometimes if you have karting and that on the same day. Like I did Qatar, I missed it for karting. And I did Spain and Bahrain because of karting. Well, did those two instead of karting and all that. Austria was alright because there was no karting that week at my local. And also outdoors as well, sometimes. But I didn't have no karting that week, so Austria was alright for me on that round. So I was okay with that. I was fine with that. So as we come towards this bit here, on the last lap of the race, he made a mistake. I had managed to get to the inside. He closed the door on me slightly. Didn't tending I wasn't there, but I managed to get alongside him. And then he just closed the door on me. I don't know why he did that. I did give him space, but he didn't give me space. And then this next corner, I didn't get the turn in, but... And also, he just managed to get a good... little bit of traction-wise and all that. And good... No, I mean... I'm not sure he has more downforce on me, or he has, good at driving-wise. If it's driving-wise, that's fair enough, but if it's more downforce, yeah, he's just really quick. He's just another quick driver, so I'm fine with that. Yeah, I thought I had a chance there, but yeah, he just didn't see me. I was coming. So yeah, so P2 around Spa. I mean, it's not too bad from at the back, and also driving at my best. So I'll take that all day on this one. So yeah, so I'm going to end it here soon, or now actually, so for this one. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you are new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you enjoy it than I do, that'll appreciate it a lot. And yeah, so I hope you guys see you around or have a nice day and all that, and like that. So yeah, so not too bad. I'm feeling okay at this stage, but I'll try my best anyway, see what happens from there, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so you guys have a nice day, enjoy your day, and see you there.